Ursula.
Ursula is a great villain.
Might be... this is probably the closest to a second S tier that I can think of.
Ursula is a fantastic villain.
Not only does she pull it off, but you find her again later, and you're like, oh my god, it was all a work.
Yeah. And like...
She went the extra mile to make sure that Ariel... gets screwed over.
Get it, yeah.
And with a smile on
really
her face.
The only reason that she doesn't, like, take the cake is because she gets skewered the end. Because Ariel signed that contract.
Oh, she
did.
did.
So, technically, there's nothing they could do about it.
Yeah.
She won. Ursula won.
Yeah, Ursula won.
She just, unfortunately, didn't see the ship coming out of there, and she, did it.
So I would say either high A or
I kind of want to put her in S.
Let's put her in S.
Yeah.
McLeach. Or is that his name? McLeach? It's McSomething.
Yeah.
Mr.
Rescuers Down Under.
I didn't get all the way through third grade for nothing.
For nothing. He's got the lizard.
So he's a poacher. He doesn't just kill animals.
He kidnaps little kids.
He skins
he abuses his own pet by sending her down the thing.
He skins them. He sells them. Whenever you see a Facebook post of, like, what they do to, like, endangered animals or, like, ivory from elk, this is that's the guy. So for me, like, that's A-tier quality.
I would think so.
Is he as interesting as some of the others? Maybe not.
But, like...
But look at that smile. He has that smile on his face 80% of the movie when he's not pissed off.
Yeah. And he throws, like, knives at that kid.
He was going to feed a child to alligators.
Yeah. He essentially...
crocodiles, yeah.
He throws him down there.
Yeah.
Like, he tries.
That, to me, I'm like, dude... That's evil. If that isn't evil, I don't know what is. I think he's A-tier. I think that he's despicable. It's unfortunate because he's so much fun to watch.
He is fun to watch. I would say up with Cruella.
Maybe just above?
Yeah.
Because he does it for a
living. I mean, she does too. It's more for her than
it's so that she feels good. He does it so that he can... Again, you want to talk about a picture that perfectly encompasses an entire character quality? That's Gaston. I don't know. Here's the thing about Gaston. He's just kind of a jerk.
He's a jerk, and he just doesn't get his way, so he gets mad about it.
He's a prima donna.
I would put him at the same level as the Queen of Hearts.
All right, Jafar.
I love Jafar, too.
Jafar.
For me,
he's a sorcerer, so that's a big deal.
And, like, honestly, he kind of wins, too. He loses on a technicality.
He loses on a technicality.
And greed.
Which is good.
It is good. I would say...
A-tier?
A or maybe with Ursula.
Oh, yeah, you think?
I would say so, just because, like, she's a witch and...
I would put him below Ursula.
Yeah, because, like, his greed is what gets him in trouble. Ursula won. Anyways, moving on. There are so many more. We have to get through a few of these.
We'll spend less time on the smaller villains.
Okay.
Speaking of smaller villains, Benzie, Ed, and Whoopi Goldberg. Where do they go? I would say Deer tier. I would say D tier.
Yeah, I would say they're on the same level as, like, the dogs, maybe above them. I would say even above Lucifer.
Yeah, because, like, they have the same job, essentially. Yeah. We're allowed to talk about the bigger villains, like Scar, for example.
Scar's awesome. I love the Lion King.
Where do you want to put Scar?
Scar is a master manipulator. Now, do the lions necessarily like him? No, but are they kind of afraid of him because of all of his army of hyenas? Yeah, they are. Does he convince Simba to run away because Simba's father's death is his fault? Yes, he does. Yes, he does convince him of that. He is a master manipulator, and he is ruthless and does not care. He is all about it for himself, and he's dangerous because he will switch on a dime to whatever is going to get him the best thing, the best outcome.
So where do you want to put him?
I would put him I gotta put him in A, personally. Because he's on a similar level as Ratigan. And if Ratigan made A tier, I feel like Scar has to make A tier.
I am almost tempted to throw a veto out there.
Why? Where do you want to put him?
B tier.
Why?
High B tier. Because he is a coward. And when he gets his power and when he's ruling over everything, he's really bad at his job. Which is what we said about Hook and a couple of the others down here.
Bad at his job in the sense of running the pride.
Yeah.
He gets what he wants. He is the leader. He doesn't, that's his ultimate goal, is to just be the leader.
Is to be king.
Yeah. He doesn't really care if the pride is good or not.
He's also, I also distinctly recall Sarabi very calmly and just very matter of fact, just being like, there's no food. Mm-hmm. And him, getting pissy and... you're just not looking hard enough. I'm like, this is not scary anymore. I just get really bored with Scar later in the movie.
I love Scar.
And to his credit, he is one of the few on here to get a body count.
Yeah.
He actually does kill somebody.
Yep.
So that, for me, I'm like, he can't be any lower than B tier. Especially the way his performance when he's talking to Mufasa.
He either has to be the very top of the B tier,
mm-hmm.
or I would say, on the same as Ratigan.
His little performance when he's getting Mufasa to chase after, to rescue Simba. Mm-hmm. How upset he looks and how hard he's trying to convince them. I'm like, man, you are some kind of sociopath.
He flip-flops.
He's a manipulator.
He's a manipulator.
He's bad at thinking on his feet.
Yeah, he plays the long game. He's better at the long game.
When he can't really, though. When he has a plan, he sticks to it and he's good at it. But when he gets cornered by Simba later, he's like, it was the hyenas. It was their idea. Everything was their idea. I'm like, dude, how does that make any sense? How is that? They're your entire military force. Why would you blame them? Now you're not going to have a force, and Simba's going to kill you.
Eat him.
And they eat it. Well, and that's the beautiful thing at the end, is that he gets exactly what, is coming to him.
I would say if he's going to be a B, then he has to be in the top.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. What is this guy's name? I know what he's from.
He's from Pocahontas.
Yeah, I just don't remember his name. He's got the pug with him.
Mm-hmm.
Who's really
cute.
His
name is
Percy. Good. He's the white man coming over to kick the Native Americans out. He can't be any lower than C tier.
He's pretty bad. He's very racist.
Yeah, and this is a villain that existed.
Yeah.
This was a real thing that happened.
Yeah, it's it might not have happened exactly that way, but
no, they probably didn't sing.
I would hope not. He's not smart. He almost gets John Smith killed. He doesn't, he loves his pug, but doesn't really care about him. So I would say C is probably where he belongs.
Okay. Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I think he's the male version of Lady Tremaine for
but
Quasimodo.
Unfortunately, 100% for Quasimodo. But I hate that he has the whole using the Bible as a shield to justify doing whatever he wants.
Yeah,
which is really evil.
Mm-hmm. I would say just under her.
Just under, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Pain and Panic. F tier.
Yeah, I can't.
Possibly the worst out of everyone on here.
Yeah.
This stupid guy from Hercules who gets punched into the waterfall.
Honestly,
he shows up to make Hercules look good.
Yeah.
That's it. The Hydra from Hercules
is definitely more intense.
Definitely more intense, but it's kind of a big dumb animal.
It's a monster.
It's a monster. It's not really
I would say it's on the same as the whale.
The Titans from Hercules.
Okay, the Titans are kind of scary. I would throw all of these in the same one.
This guy too, the Cyclops?
Yeah.
He might be one of those.
Now, Hades we can talk about.
Hades we can have a discussion about. Hades has a similar thing as
Hades I love,
Ursula.
like I love
because
Captain Hook.
he's all about making deals.
Yeah,
He wants you to sign the contract. Yeah, he's a car salesman. He wants you to sign things over legally to make the deal. You can't back down. He can't back down. When he makes a deal, he sticks to it.
He does.
Which I super appreciate.
Yeah, I was like, his downfall is a loophole.
Yeah, it's a loophole. He's very charming and like...
You know, fun fact, in the movie, when he says, like, what does he say? He's like, hey guys, like, don't worry about it. It's just halftime or whatever.
Guys, relax. It's only halftime.
That happens exactly halfway through the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that.
Learned that. I would put him with Ursula.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's S tier.
He's a god.
He's a god. And you know what I actually kind of really like is that, yes, he is super evil. His job is kind of necessary. But you know what I like about Hades a lot, though? Is that his car salesman deals and all that stuff is very deceptive and very slimy, but he's so charismatic that you almost want him to win or to get away with it. Yeah. Which is what a car salesman would do. He would try to get you to get on his side and be like, oh, I can trust this person. It's like, no, you can't.
You
can't though.
you.
You can't.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. Hades is one of my favorite villains of all time.
He's a good one. Mulan.
This guy from Mulan. Where...
Shao Kahn? No.
Shao Kahn, yes.
Is that his name?
Shang Tsung from Mulan. Where does Shang Tsung go on the Disney villain tier list? Where do you want to put Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat on the Disney tier list?
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
I was like, I don't actually remember.
Well, that says a lot about his character. Do you want to put above the Queen?
Yeah.
Since he seems more organized than she is?
Yeah. He has more of a plan.
He has more of a plan. The Jungle Kitty Cat from Tarzan.
Animal.
Yeah, it is kind of just an animal.
He can be, that's good.
Right here?
Maybe I would say above the rat, even.
Okay.
He's fierce.
Yeah, he's fierce. Clayton from Tarzan. I'm just gonna throw out D tier.
Okay. Tarzan is not my favorite movie. I don't mind it. It's just not my favorite.
Who is this guy?
No idea.
Alright, we're moving on. What is this red
I don't know what
Maltrace bird?
I don't know what it is.
That I'm looking... Okay. Here's a dinosaur from the movie Dinosaur.
I don't care about the movie Dinosaur.
Yeah, that's probably one of the worst ones. This is also a dinosaur from Dinosaur. I'm just going to save you the trouble.
that.
So we can talk about Yzma. Because Yzma is more fun.
Yzma's so much
Again,
more fun.
Again, a comedy villain.
I
A
love
very
her.
funny villain.
Oh,
I
love her.
She doesn't have much of a plan, but I appreciate how much she commits to making sure that she gets what she wants anyway. Mm-hmm. Like when she said, I'm getting tired, pull over. And like she walks out, she's like, these are my best shoes, I hate this. I hate this jungle. But she's willing to do it. Yeah, she's out. She could have just, she could have just set Kronk, but obviously she can't trust Kronk.
We did that the first time. It didn't work
that's
out.
how we got in this position. Yeah. She does plot to poison somebody.
She does.
So she's a little, I would say either somewhere in the C tier or higher on the D tier, one of those.
I was going to say, like, C tier, but I would say, like, because she does get more accomplished in, like, Captain Hook and stuff. And
yeah, that's true. Because here's the thing.
Yeah, I would say right there.
Right there?
Probably.
Even if you didn't kill Cusco, like, turning him into a wild animal is not bad.
Do the voice.
What voice?
Do the Kronk voice.
What?
Do the Cusco.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. Poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
It's so good. You're so good at it.
That poison.
That poison.
Did you see that sky today? Talk about blue.
Oh, it's so good.
That's my favorite one. Talk about blue.
It's so funny. Atlantis,
the white guy from Atlantis. Oh boy, how telling is it that 9/10 of these villains are just white guys? Low C.
Yeah.
All right. Is
Lilo and Stitch.
It's Free Willy from Lilo and Stitch. What is assumption that Stitch?
He's really just like an officer.
Yeah.
Is really what he is.
Yeah, he's yeah. I'm just gonna put him right there.
Yeah, that works.
This weird thing from Atlantis.
Oh,
or
yeah.
no, Treasure Planet.
Yeah, Treasure Planet.
Yeah, Treasure Planet. I don't even remember what he does. To tell you the truth.
I would say he's probably worse than what's his face next to it, John Silver.
John Silver. Okay. I liked it.
Let's go D.
All right. Like just to be
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
John Silver from the same movie.
See, even though he's a pirate and whatever, he ultimately has a heart and he likes Jim.
He does good things.
Yeah, like
he's not a villain.
He's really not a villain. He kind of sells himself out to save Jim.
Yeah.
And
so F tier because he's not good at being evil.
He's not.
He's not consistent at it.
He's not consistently evil.
The pissed off brother from Brother Bear.
I'll be completely honest. I have seen Brother Bear one time.
From what I remember about Brother Bear, he's trying to kill the bear because he thinks the bear killed his brother. He doesn't realize that
it's a revenge
bear.
plot.
He doesn't realize that the bear is his brother.
So he is just angry because his brother died from. So he's
also like if he had all the information, he wouldn't be any kind of threat to the movie.
I don't know.
This chuckle from Home on the Range.
I didn't watch Home on the Range.
All right. I don't know what this is.
Are they?
Meet the Robinsons?
Meet the Robinsons?
Okay.
Yeah, they're the robots.
Yeah.
Higher than the guy.
I don't remember his name from Meet the Robinsons.
I don't either.
But,
it's been a while. He's not good at being a villain.
F. Done. What is the? It's too dark. I can't even see what it is.
Honestly, I think it's the same. I think it's the same robot.
All right. Well.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
A lawyer from some movie.
I don't know what that's from.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Skip.
Let's talk about Shadow Man because he's more fun. Dr. Facilier is a lot of fun. He is evil.
He's evil.
He also has a body count of 1.
Yeah.
But it still counts. Why can I not bring myself to put him above C tier?
I think because even though...
Because, like, Scar is in B tier, and I would not say that he's necessary. He's cool.
He's super cool, but...
And he's fun, but villainous?
I think the thing for him is that, like...
the whole reason he's a threat in the movie, he's relying on his friends from the other side.
Yeah.
Forces that he can't control. Powers that he shouldn't be messing with, which ends up undoing him.
And he really doesn't do, besides turning them into frogs and things like, he doesn't actually do anything himself, really. And, like, he really doesn't do anything himself. Like, he doesn't even become Prince Naveen himself to try to, like, steal the crown.
Which is
and the
kind of where I thought the movie was going.
Yeah, he doesn't even do that. He uses that other little henchman guy.
So maybe lack of, like, lived up to potential is maybe why I can't put him much higher.
I could say that, but, like, if this is a different list...
If it was a different list, he'd be an S tier for me, because he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's
and I like
Keith
David.
Amazing.
So we agree C tier?
Yeah.
Where do you want to put him in C tier?
Can we put him at the top?
Yeah, we can put him at the top.
Just because I love him.
Yeah. Yeah, we put him in C tier.
It's the same thing.
We're almost done. These guys from Tangled, who I can't remember their names.
The henchmen.
But they're the twins that work with Flynn at the beginning.
They're just kind of your run-of-the-mill
D tier.
thieves. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just kind of your run-of-the-mill
They're villains
thieves.
because of their occupation, not necessarily because of
who they
Okay. Mother Gothel, however,
is a villain.
Is definitely a villain.
Is a villain.
Kind of Lady Tremaine-ish in terms of like controlling and
minus
manipulating.
The fact that, like, I think there's somewhere in her she does actually really love Rapunzel, but she loves Rapunzel's hair more.
More, yes. Where do you wanna stick her?
Say A.
A tier?
Yeah.
Okay. Where in A tier?
I'd say below henchmen.
Henchmen?
I mean henchmen.
Horseman? The Hessian?
Horseman, yeah.
Okay. I can figure this out.
He's angry about it. King Candy.
King Candy. From
not very good at being a villain.
He's really bad at being a villain.
He's just kind of a baby.
You know why he's bad? Like, first of all, like, if you want to be good at being a villain, you need a name like Hades,
Maleficent,
the devil, even like a human McLeach,
right?
Cruella, literally cruel. And then you come to King Candy. I know it's trying to be cute with
I love that movie.
Yeah, with the like the dichotomy of like, oh, he's so cute, but
how could he be evil?
How could he be evil? But like, he's not very good at his job either.
No,
I would honestly put him at F tier.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe just like a little higher.
Yeah. Like
above the king. I would say.
Yeah.
Right
Maybe
here.
above the deer.
Yeah, all right.
The deer has nothing.
Ironically, these
Frozen.
two are voiced by the same person.
Really?
Alan Tudyk.
Oh, yeah.
Is he a villain?
No, he's just a weasel.
No, he's just a weasel.
Like, the villain
F-tier.
is that guy. Like,
This guy.
that guy.
Yeah, Hans is the
Hans.
villain. Who even still, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'd put him too high on here.
I would, like, he's kind of the same as, like, Captain Hook and even, like, the hyenas. He's very similar. Like, he does manipulate her, Anna, but...
He's better at putting on an act
than he is at carrying out his
maybe
actual
like right here.
plan. Yeah.
Because he accomplishes more than anyone else below
True.
him.
It's true. He does.
And then the thing from the guy from that movie that one time
Big Hero 6.
that some people saw.
I love Big Hero 6. I've only seen it like maybe twice, but it's really good. And let's be real, I remember Baymax out of everyone.
Yeah, no one really cares about any of the characters except for Baymax, which is fine.
I really can't speak to what the villain really does.
I mean, he had a cool power, but it didn't really F tier.
F tier.
F tier. I'm gonna put an F tier. Or maybe like because of what we just said, you gotta be intimidating.
Yeah.
I'll put him above King King.
There you go.
Oh, from Zootopia.
Zootopia. Now she puts on a good act.
She puts on a great act. She's a politician.
She is a politician, so she's kind of skeezy already.
And a speciesist. Speciesism. Working behind the shadows, behind the scenes.
She manipulates the entire process.
She does.
And she frames people, too. Like,
and she has a hell of a plan. Like,
she was gonna kill the rabbit.
The bunny hop. Officer Hops.
Officer Hops.
Yeah, there you go. Whenever I say bunny hops, I tend to
Bunny Hops.
I'm like,
Judy.
oh, it's Officer Hops.
It's Judy.
Would you put her in C tier or above C tier?
I kind of want to put her in B.
Yeah, I do too, actually. Maybe above those two.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Like, how does this grab you?
Yeah.
Does that look okay, or
I kind of went there.
does that look better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with that.
Just because it's her. It really is her plan.
Mm-hmm. These little
not a villain.
Comic relief characters from Moana, Flight of the Conchords from Moana. Not a villain. Greedy.
Yeah, his
so he goes.
shell is treasure.
So he goes just below the king because the king's greedy. Too.
Greedy. Done.
Okay.
Not a villain.
Not a villain.
Scorned.
Yeah, scorned. Yeah.
Treated poorly and acted appropriately.
Reacted. Yeah, exactly. No master plan.
No. Really just, like, didn't even, no revenge plot, no nothing like that.
I still want to put the dinosaurs at the absolute bottom.
Yeah,
because why are they even here? I don't know what this is.
I honestly don't either.
This big purple penis thing. And I don't know what this is, so I guess we're done.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. Maybe it's from Wreck-It Ralph 2.
What
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to judge it. So here's our tier list.
Yeah, that's the tier list.
F tier. This is what you're working with. Villains that are so bad at their job that they don't count as being villainous, or they're just not villains at all, or being Jeff Foxworthy. D tier.
We're getting a little better.
Slightly better.
We have a plan.
At least kind
of
a
motive.
Or at the very least the base evil intentions.
Yeah. Probably care a lot about yourself.
Yes. You're willing to hurt others
to get what you want.
But ultimately you don't have like big
big plans, or you can't carry them through.
Yeah. C tier, what gets you here is organization.
Yeah.
Whether it's the army of cards, the army of the Mongolians, crazy town, or Krunk, having some kind of support bumps you up to C tier. For the most part.
For the most part.
Not always, but for the most part. B tier is basically the same premise, but with just more solid foundations.
You're good at manipulation.
Yeah.
You have henchmen probably.
Yeah.
You have a greater plan. And you resources. You actually carry out quite a bit.
And in the case of Madam Mim, you can strike out on your own and just do whatever and accomplish B tier. But look at the odds you're facing. 1 in 6.
Yeah.
It's not very common.
Yeah.
A tier.
You're getting up to the best.
You're barely a human anymore.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
You are going to the home for infinite losers when you die. Like, you are twisted and there's nothing.
You, have either killed someone, kidnapped someone, hurt an animal, manipulated somebody,
ruined people's lives.
Yeah, ruined people's lives. You've damaged them so emotionally that, you really... I don't know how Cinderella functions.
You command
that girl
fear
needs therapy.
Through various reasons or motivations. You command fear.
Yeah. When people talk about you, they're afraid.
Yes. Whatever your intention, whether you want to kill animals, whether you want to throw a fit over a birthday party, or just for the heck of chopping people's heads off.
And let's be real, if you kill animals, we put you in A.
Yeah. And then you have S tier.
Which are just, please don't cross their path.
Yes. Pure, untapped
evil
curses on the human race.
Yeah. Love it.
Absolutely vile, slimy, ugh. And I think we did well putting Chernobog a number one.
That was a positive. Yeah. Ultimately, the Disney villains are more interesting a lot of the time than some of the protagonists.
Especially Hades and Hercules. I know a lot of people like Hercules, the movie as a whole. I think it's a weird movie. Hercules himself is kind of a goody-goody. Hades is so much more fun.
He's way more fun.
That
he's why you watch that movie.
He
that
is
and
why.
To see,
how many people quote Hercules? Now how many people quote Hades?
Yeah. I mean, more people quote Phil than Hercules.
Yeah, that's true. that's real.
But, the villains are always fun. And, you know that they're probably not going to win in the end. But it's always fun to watch their journey.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen any or all of these, I definitely recommend it. I'm sure you have your own opinions. Everybody does, especially on stuff like this.
Yeah. Be sure to tell us who we forgot down here, because we'll feel stupid after the fact.
I don't know who those
We're gonna feel
are.
dumb.
It's gonna be
We're like, oh. Yeah. Oh, it's the jester from Hunchback of Death, who's not a villain at all.
No.
But share kind of what you guys think.
Yeah, would you make changes?
Yeah.
Or do you agree with how we did it mostly? Do you
have a hot take?
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We had a good time.
Yeah.
There'll probably be a couple more of these down the road.
Yeah.
We have some other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a few.
But yeah, if it's your first time watching, I hope you had a good time. Thanks for coming and joining us. If you're back again, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. If you could click that like button for me. Boop, boop. And that's the sound it makes.
That's the sound it makes when you hit it. You should hit the button, you'll hear it.
Yeah. Or at least in your head, you'll hear me. And then hit that subscribe button for me, too. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you later.
Bye.
You probably won't.
No.
Maybe later.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.